What's up guys, today we are reviewing the new DOOGEE V20 Pro. This is what we call a pro rugged phone. We have a night vision camera and thermal imaging camera in one very well built device. I reviewed the non-pro version a while ago and the phone was pretty good, but now it's even better with more capabilities and powerful specs. We will go through all the specs and features, test all the cameras and do a gaming test. However, before we do all that and more, let's do a quick unboxing to see what comes in the box. We have the usual papers, a manual, a warranty card and a screen cleaning accessories. One USB-A to USB Type-C adapter. One USB Type-C charging and data cable. And one 33-watt power adapter, which may differ depending on your region. And here it is, the new DOOGEE V20 Pro. The overall design is very similar to the V20, with the exception of the back, where we now have a thermal imaging camera instead of a mini display. The phone comes in two color variants, black and silver. The build quality is excellent, featuring all the latest rugged smartphone standards. When it comes to price, the phone comes at about $600, which is a pretty good deal for the features it offers. As always, there is a link in the description, you can check it out. On the left side we have a SIM tray and a dedicated programmable button for custom functions. On the right side we have a power button, which is also a fingerprint sensor, and volume buttons. And on the bottom we have a USB Type-C port. The phone design is comfortable in the hand with a thickness of about 14 mm, and the phone doesn't feel too heavy either, it weighs about 290 grams. On the back of the phone we have a 4-camera setup that includes a main camera, a night vision camera, a fusion camera and a thermal imaging camera. There is also a flashlight and infrared night vision lights. The module around the cameras has a matte finish and looks pretty cool. When it comes to specs, starting with the CPU, we have octa-core MediaTek Dimensity 700, 12 gigs of RAM expandable up to 20 gigs, 256 gigs of storage also expandable with a MicroSD card. Dual 5G support, 6.43-inch AMOLED display, 64, 24 and 8 megapixels camera and thermal imaging camera on the back and 16 megapixels camera on the front, a 6000 mAh battery with 33-watt fast charging. The phone runs clean stock Android 12. The rugged specs are IP68 and IP69K rated. The phone is drop-proof from a height of 1.5 meters and can survive in a water depth of 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. It also meets the latest military standard STD 810H certification. The DOOGEE V20 Pro supports 5G SIM, and if you run out of storage, you can expand it with a microSD card up to 2 terabytes. The phone features a side fingerprint sensor that is in a comfortable position and is very responsive. We also have support for facial recognition, making it easy to access your phone without using the fingerprint sensor or entering a password or PIN. The sound quality is pretty good. We have a very loud speaker with almost no distortion, which is expected from a rugged phone in this class. Web browsing is a pretty smooth experience. With 20 gigs of RAM, you can multitask with a lot of applications with no issues. The 6.43-inch AMOLED display has a decent quality. It's bright and sharp. You can enjoy watching videos on YouTube or other platforms. As I mentioned, the phone runs on clean stock Android 12 with no unnecessary pre-installed apps and comes with the latest security updates and features. Talking about useful features, we have an FM radio. However, for this one you will need to plug in your headphones to be able to use it. Next, we have an easy launcher for fast and easy access to some of the main phone features. Another cool software feature is the dynamic box, which will display notifications in the style of the dynamic island in the top middle section of the phone, giving you the impression that the notifications appear from the camera itself. There are also several widgets. Overall, a pretty cool app. Next, we have an outdoor toolbox that includes a height meter, compass, noise test, and many other useful features. On the left side of the phone, we have a dedicated programmable key with which we can assign various functions and applications by single, double, and long press. This is a handy feature to have on a rugged phone. DOOGEE V20 Pro has a bright 6.43-inch AMOLED display. This is a decent quality display and you can see it clearly even in a bright environment, which is something that we expect from a high-end rugged smartphone. We have a pretty impressive camera system on this phone, starting with the main 64 megapixels AI camera, followed by 24 megapixels night vision camera, an 8 megapixels fusion camera, and a thermal imaging camera. The camera app is well made with many different options, starting with night vision mode, video and photos. We also have night mode, portrait mode, panorama and slow motion, as well as pro mode for fine tuning and plenty of different camera filters. The thermal imaging camera is pretty impressive, it's super sensitive, and with a lot of different options. We can change how the thermal image is displayed, change the palette and choose different color schemes. There is also a thermometer mode if you want to measure the temperature of a person. From my test, I can say that the picture quality is decent. The 64 megapixel main camera produces large image files with a lot of details. The photos have minimal noise and good sharpness. Overall, it's a decent camera. This is my test of the night vision camera in complete darkness. As you can see, the camera can capture clear images even without any light source. The camera uses infrared LEDs to illuminate the scene, which is invisible to the human eye. As you can see from my test in the jungle, I was able to capture on video a very dangerous species of frog without being detected by this vicious creature. The thermal imaging camera is super impressive. This is one of the best thermal imaging cameras I have tested on a rugged phone. It is super sensitive and it can detect heat from a great distance. It also has a lot of different options to change how the thermal image is displayed, such as the palette, the color scheme and the temperature range. It can measure the temperature of any point in the image, and it can also create a time-lapse video of the thermal changes. The camera is very useful for various applications, such as finding leaks, spotting wildlife or checking electrical equipment. The flashlight has two LEDs, but it only has a range of about 4 to 5 meters. For a rugged phone, I expected a stronger flashlight that could light up further objects. If you ever find yourself trapped in the wilderness or let's say get lost in a cave, you will have plenty of time to play your favorite games. The DOOGEE V20 Pro comes with a plenty of RAM, storage and powerful enough CPU to handle all the latest games. The large and bright display in combination with a large battery gives you a plenty of quality game time. The phone also has a game mode that optimizes the performance. The sound quality is pretty good too, so it can enhance your gaming experience even more. Overall, you can enjoy playing games for many hours on this phone. The DOOGEE V20 Pro comes with a 6000 mAh battery. Although this is not considered an enormous battery capacity for a rugged smartphone nowadays, the phone delivers a pretty impressive battery life performance due to its low consumption CPU. You can expect about 2 to 3 days of normal use and 28 hours of phone calls, as well as 18 days of standby. It is worth mentioning that the phone also supports reverse charging, which means you can transfer juice to other gadgets if needed. DOOGEE has also included a phone case that comes attached to the phone when you first pick it up. The case also has a kickstand that allows you to prop up the phone on a flat surface. This is useful for watching videos or video calls without holding the phone in your hand. So guys, I can confidently say that DOOGEE has delivered great performance rugged phone once again. This is a true pro version of the V20 model, and a worthy replacement or upgrade. I was impressed by the design of the V20 when I first saw it, and I think it was a smart decision to follow the same design in the Pro version. The night vision camera and the thermal imaging camera are great features to have on a rugged phone. The price is also reasonable, and I would say it falls in the middle category for pro rugged devices. The phone has a decent quality display, a powerful enough CPU, a long battery life and a very well built body. The camera system is pretty good too, the image quality is decent, and the front camera is suitable for quality video calls. If you are looking for an upgrade or if you need a phone with a night vision and thermal imaging camera, you should definitely check it out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer you. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Stay cool and I'll see you in the next one.